Alright guys, so I hate for it to seem like I'm being a negative person whenever I'm talking about Apex, because I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to give you guys the news and like report on what's going on in the current state of Apex and the Apex community at large. And recently Apex has just been kind of falling apart. Like the community is just in shambles, the game is in shambles. I mean, if you guys are watching this video right now as we speak, Apex is hacked. The hackers want response to save titanfall. So yeah, if you guys try to play Apex right now on console, on PC, maybe even on Switch, I don't know, the servers are in a mess. Like whenever I go into Apex, I have to switch my servers after every single game. I get this message saying that Apex Legends is hacked, right? I actually just got off a stream. I was doing a community day stream where I was playing with you guys, and it was tough because I had to try to, like, you know, restart my game. So let's talk about real quick what's taking place in the Apex Legends community, not just with the hacking today, but overall, like what's going on right now in the Apex community at large. Let's talk, guys. Let's just talk real quick. By the way, selfish plug, follow your boy on Twitch. I'm so close to 5,000 followers on Twitch. Twitch is just vibes. Like if you guys don't watch me on Twitch, what are you doing? And it's just a very fun time. So click the very first link down below. Come follow your boy on Twitch, please. Alright guys, so let's start things off with what's taking place in Apex right now today. Apex is hacked. It's hacked by some unknown group of people or some unknown person, and these hackers want to respond to save titanfall. It actually links you to like a website called savetitanfall.com. It's really bad for the devs because today is the 4th of July in America. It's like America's independence, and the devs have to work now on a day off, which is just kind of, it's tough. But it also shows the devs and it shows Respawn that Apex right now is not very strong in terms of like protecting its players from hackers, and who knows what kind of information these hackers could potentially get from us through these hacks. We don't know. So I think that although it's a very bad scenario right now for all of the devs, it's also good because it shows that Apex needs a lot of like server work and just security work being done. I mean, we just all assume that Apex could only be hacked if you're actually a cheater and like you're getting aiming hacks and like wall hacks and stuff. But of course, these hackers can now actually hack the servers and the main menu, the lobby, which is insane. For you guys who still want to play Apex though, all you have to do basically is just restart your game and change your servers. Keep trying and eventually you will get into a game, but you have to continuously change your servers all the time, because most times if you play one game and you leave that game or you die and you go back to the lobby, you have to switch your servers again because you get the same save titanfall message on your screen. And like you can't really matchmake as well, it's grayed out. So just keep trying to change your servers and restart the game and you should be able to play. Moving on to save Apex ranked. I didn't make a video on this because to me, I saw so many people making videos on this, but save Apex ranked has been a trending topic among all of the streamers and a lot of pros as well, the pros and the streamers, right? And save Apex ranked is interesting because yes, they're talking about the cheaters and stuff and all of the hacks that are taking place right now in Apex ranked, but also I think everyone wants to respond to like innovate ranked and just give us, I don't know, more things to do. Like ranked has basically been the same ever since it came out. Like they have made some changes, they made some variations to like the actual ranks and how much RP and stuff you have to get, and they also added in master rank as well. But for the most part, guys, like let's be real, the ranked has been the same. It's been the same idea, the same process, the same format, and I think everyone is just getting burnt out from playing ranked every single season. I'm personally someone who never really played ranked that much. I was more so of like a pubs player, but I could see why ranked players would be upset. There's not much change, and on top of it being very stale right now, it's also infested with cheaters and hackers in game. So I've seen streamers like NRG Rogue, I've seen Imperial Hal, basically every single big streamer who plays ranked every day is trying to, like, you know, get Respawn's attention and talk about save Apex ranked. Sweet, who's also a really big streamer, guys, he made a whole Twitter post about, you know, what's wrong with Apex ranked, and some devs got a hold of this. Ryan Rigney, who is the head of communications at Respawn, was actually in a full discussion with Sweet and was talking about, you know, just overall improving Apex and what the real issue is right here. So I feel like Apex, hopefully Apex will address these, you know, these ranked issues and these hackers and stuff. And as I said before about the current issue with the save titanfall hack, it is a bad thing. but it also is a good thing because it shows Respawn that they're very vulnerable and we need to see some changes to this game's security. Anti-cheat just isn't enough. So on top of all of the hackers and stuff in ranked right now and just how weak Apex's security is, guys, we've also been seeing so many complaints about the content in Apex. I feel like everyone really had, you know, high hopes for Season 9. And I've said this before, but Season 9 to me had a very strong start. Like, Arenas was fun for a couple of weeks. Valk is really fun. Valk is my main right now, actually. And the map changes to Olympus were really good as well. But I feel like people just lost interest because the content cycle was just like, it just went straight down, you know. So with the recent collection events, people were obviously excited to see what Respawn had to bring, and of course we got new content. We got the OG King's Canyon and the OG World's Edge, as well as new skins and Revenant's Heirloom, which is insane, by the way. But I feel like everyone wanted to see original content, like new content. And although these maps are really fun to play on, well, not so much King's Canyon in my opinion, but World's Edge Season 3 is really fun to play on. I feel like everyone wanted to see Respawn bring new content, especially because we just went through a big content drought. I could relate. I feel like I wanted to see more consistent content in Season 9. I'm hoping that Season 10 will be different, but I could see why people would be upset that the content hasn't been up to par this season in specific. Now, if that still isn't enough, guys, we talked about Save Apex Ranked, we talked about the Save Titanfall, and as well as the current content state in Apex. The Apex community as well is in shambles, guys. If you guys don't be on Twitter, by the way, follow my Twitter as well. If you guys don't really, you know, keep up to date and stuff with what's going on in the Apex community, there has been so many recent, like, just, I don't want to say drama because drama is the wrong word, but there's been a lot of situations, right? With Daltouche, with a lot of different streamers surrounding Daltouche, because apparently Daltouche made, I won't get into this on this video because I kind of like addressed this on Todd and Smash's podcast. If you guys don't know, I'm on a podcast with Todd and I'll leave the link down below, but I talked about this in detail on Todd and Smash's podcast, right? But basically Daltouche made a somewhat racially charged joke, and let me just say this real quick, he did apologize, which is good. But Daltouche is a very big streamer, right? So obviously it drew a lot of attention as well. And because of that, the Apex community was just in shambles. Everyone was upset, understandably so. And it's just been a very tough time as a whole for content creators in Apex, for people who just like to watch Apex content, and just for everyone involved heavily in the Apex community right now. It's been very tough, very hectic, and very tense. I feel like tense is the perfect word, right? It's the perfect word. And this is why I've actually gotten into streaming more, because I like to talk to you guys more in depth about these topics, but I can't really do so on YouTube. Like, YouTube is very limited. I feel like I can just talk a lot more freely on Twitch, which is why you should follow my Twitch. Shameless plug. Apex on a whole, guys, has just been in a serious, interesting state. Like, I don't want to say it's been in a bad state, although it kind of has been in a bad state, but it's been just all over the place. And hopefully Season 10 will rectify this, and hopefully Respawn sees how much work they need to actually get done with Apex. But Apex isn't the only game, guys. Let's be real. Warzone is in a mess right now. Warzone has like hacking issues in basically every single game, so it's not just Apex. I would say every BR game is in a mess. Like, gaming right now is just in a mess, and Apex happens to be one of those really, you know, top tier games that also is in a mess. So with that said, guys, what do you think of the current state of Apex? Do you even still play Apex? Are you looking forward to Season 10? What are your thoughts? Leave them down below. I read every single comment, guys. Follow your boy on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server down below. All of the links will be in this video's description. Yeah, that's it for me today. I'll see you guys in some more Apex. Till next time. Shot! Shot!